Uganda has qualified for the World Cup. You may guess which team now. Is it the Uganda Cranes? Is it the Crested Cranes? You're going to know about each and every detail in our show. That's the full-time whistle here on Faraja TV. Welcome abroad, and my name is Hilary Saira, and I'm presenting to you the full-time whistle on Faraja TV, and we are giving you most of the details and news that has been happening in the sports world throughout the week. And here we start. Let's start with the local news here in Uganda. The Uganda Premier League will be starting very soon, and a few days ago the start times, actually that is the sponsors of the league, launched the new season, which will start on 15th October 2021, where teams like Express will be opening up the new season. Team Express, that's the reigning champions of the 2019-2020 season, who won that trophy, are going to be kicking off the season with the Arua Hill. That's the debutants into the league. Arua Hill won the big league to qualify straight away into the Super League. That's the Uganda Premier League. Star Times launched the league actually that is on Wednesday. That is when they launched the start of the league, which will be kicking off a few weeks from now. Please, you can wait and watch all your games. They promise to show most of the games. Actually, they are targeting up to 120 games on TV. You know, the TV that always shows those games. Since the fans will be limited in the field, in the stadium, that is about 200 people allowed inside the stadium. That means most of the games will be shown on your TVs. For those who have Star Times, you're going to watch most of the games. Going through the fixtures, actually that is match day 1. Express, as I earlier said, will be kicking off with Arua Hill. Express, I told you about Express. They are the reigning champions, and Arua Hill are the newcomers into the league, and the winners of the big league title. That game will be at Wankurukuku Stadium. That is the home of Express. That means Express will be hosting the game. The game will be at 3 p.m. Then Mbarara City, still at 3 p.m. will be hosting Solitilo Bright Stars at Kacheka Stadium. That's in Western Uganda. For the Mbarara City fans, please, if you're to go to the stadium, make sure you keep and observe the SOPs as the Ministry of Health and the government directs. On Sunday, SC Vira, that is the Jogos, will be hosting Bull FC. The stadium will be communicated because SC Villa haven't confirmed yet a stadium where they're going to be hosting their games. Moving on, as I earlier said, there is a Ugandan team that qualified for the World Cup, and that's in cricket. The Uganda under-19 cricket team, that is baby cricket cranes. They qualified for the under-19 World Cup after beating, and actually it is not beating, after humiliating two giants that were actually contenders of the qualification. They beat Nigeria first, and then they had to overturn actually a very, very great run against Tanzania before they qualified. And let's congratulate our under-19 guys like Joseph Baguma. He was outstanding in the tournament, as they helped Uganda to qualify into the Under-19 Cricket World Cup. It's been 15 years since Uganda qualified for such a tournament, actually for such a huge tournament. It is a very great competition for Uganda, and it is a very great achievement. We are waiting for the soccer guys to do the same. Moving on to other news, I have a list of players that I think are the most contenders of winning the Ballon d'Or this season. Last year, the Ballon d'Or wasn't given because of the COVID-19 things, as you know. But this year, I expect the Ballon d'Or to do the needful, giving the Ballon d'Or. Roberto Lewandowski always says he was robbed because last year he was the biggest and undoubtedly contender of winning that accolade. Unfortunately, it wasn't given, and anyway, he managed to win the FIFA Player of the Year, which is kind of equivalent, but you see the Ballon d'Or sounds much better. Lionel Messi is one of the contenders, according to me. He has the most accolades. He has 6. Cristiano has 5. I think he's looking for the 7th. Messi helped his national team to win the Copa America. It is his first international trophy that Messi has taken into his collection of trophies, and he managed to secure one. That is after beating Colombia in the finals of the Copa America. So far this season, he hasn't had a great start, but that doesn't take away his assuredness of winning the Ballon d'Or, because that guy, anytime now, he will be adopting very well into the PSG team that he has joined so far this season. In 5 games that he has played, he has managed to score only 1 goal, and that is in the Champions League. But I can assure you that that goal was so important because it was a match-winning goal for PSG to go ahead of Man City. Because if Man City had won that game, then that means they would be top of the table in the Champions League group, leading PSG, who had just drawn a game against Club Brugge. I think Messi, actually, I'm starting from the top 5. My number 5 is Messi, who I think he's also a contender of the Ballon d'Or. Then, moving on, I would say Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema is a Real Madrid player, and so far this season, he is so outstanding. He has showed that he can perform very well. In 10 starts, he has 10 goals. You can't believe that's Karim Benzema, an old player like him. He's over 30 years old, but he's still like a youngster, a young striker. Anyway, let's move on with the Ballon d'Or list as I expect. You will also give me yours as you think, but this is mine. My number 3, I said number 5 is Messi, number 4 is Benzema. Then my number 3, Erling Braut Haaland. Erling Braut Haaland is one of the complete strikers that I have ever seen. A 21-year-old Haaland at his best. Last season, he scored 41 goals and provided 12 assists in 41 appearances. Can you believe? That's a very outstanding performance for a 21-year-old. Almost in every start or every game that he plays, at least he has a contribution for his team. If he doesn't score, at least he provides an assist. If he misses to score in this game, then the next game you expect him to score more than 1 goal. That's an outstanding performance for a youngster like him, and I will actually congratulate him if he wins the Ballon d'Or, because he deserves it. Moving on to number 2. Number 2, who do you think is my number 2? Mohamed Salah. As Africans, let's be proud of that Egyptian. I really salute Mohamed Salah. You are a great star. You are representing Africa, and we are so proud of you. By the way, I'm putting on a Chelsea shirt. It doesn't mean that I support Chelsea. No, the Chelsea fans now are getting angry because I'm talking about Mohamed Salah. Yes, Mohamed Salah was once a Chelsea player, but things didn't move on well for him. He went to Roma, and after came back to the Premier League, joined Liverpool, where he has done great things. At Liverpool, he has managed to win a Champions League and a Premier League title. That's Salah for you. And for the past few seasons, he has been winning the Golden Boot. That means for the seasons that he has been at Liverpool, it is only one season where he missed to win the the Golden Boot. That is last season when Vardy took it away from him just by a few goals. Mohamed Salah, so far this season, he has played 9 games, and he has scored 9 goals and provided 3 assists. That's Mohamed Salah, an African who is trying to prove himself as a great player. You see, most people think Africa, our players are not maybe at that form, at that level of whites. But please stop underestimating our players, and let's actually appreciate what most of them are doing. The likes of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Riyad Mahrez. Let me talk about my Dennis Onyango because he's Ugandan and I'm also Ugandan, a proud one. Then they are trying to show that maybe Africa should also be considered when it comes to that kind of talent in soccer. Mohamed Salah, you are my number 2 among the contenders of winning the Ballon d'Or this season. And then lastly, the guy himself, this guy from Poland, Roberto Lewandowski. Oh my God, they are not going to be actually he's undoubtedly the biggest contender of this. Believe me or not, if he doesn't win it this season, then just know his contenders, other contenders, his competitors were also in that great race. The race was so stiff, but according to me, he will be my number 1. He has scored very many goals. Actually, for last season, he was Europe's top scorer after scoring more than 50 goals in 48 appearances. That is Roberto Lewandowski for you, and I'll give him my number 1 spot of winning this Ballon d'Or. Anyway, you can come into our comment section. Tell us, who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or this season? We are a few months away into this award, and don't be surprised if one of the 5 names that I've mentioned wins it. But most likely Roberto Lewandowski. Please watch for that guy. Anyway, we are into the international break, and there will be no Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, League 1 games this weekend. So just wait for the international leagues. Wait for the qualifying games for the World Cup, and stay tuned to Faraja TV. Please make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you like, you share our videos. My name is Hilary Saira, and I'm your host for today. Please, you can also follow me up on my socials. That's Hilary Saira on Twitter and Hilary Saira on Facebook. Please keep yourselves safe. Go get vaccinated for COVID-19. What else? Keep social distancing. Wear your mask everywhere you go when you're in public, and make sure that you stay away from risk areas where you could get yourself into COVID-19.